so I already did my foundation off camera, but I'm going to start with my brows. I'm going to use this stiff flat brow brush and this Ardell powder. I think I got this Ardell powder from Sally's forever ago, so I don't know if they still have it, but they might. I'm going to use this brush horizontally on the bottom of my brow and then flip it vertically so that I can create what almost looks like brow hairs. I don't like the front of my brows to be very harsh, so I'm very sparingly with the powder that I use, and I only use powder in the front of my brows. I won't use any type of pencils or pomades, but I have used the Anastasia Brow Wiz before, and that actually works really well in the front of your brows. So that's about the only pencil that I'll use. The next thing I'm using is a flat, well, I guess it's kind of angled brush and the Anastasia pomade in Ebony. I'm only using this from about the middle of my brow and flicking that out to the tail. Zendaya had very rounded yet arched brows, so I'm gonna try and mimic her brows as much as I can. And then this next product, if you guys don't use a brow gel or anything like that, you need to get this product. This is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and I am so late on this product, but it has seriously changed my eyebrow game so much. This stuff holds my brows all day and makes them look so much better. And it just keeps my brows fluffy looking and exactly how I want all day long. So if you guys haven't tried a brow gel and you want to try one, try this one first because you won't want any other brow gel. It's just so amazing. Then I'm going to take this Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay and I'm going to put that underneath my tail of my brow. I'm not really carving out my brows or anything crazy. I just wanted to kind of clean them up and make them look super neat. And I'm also going to use that concealer as a eyeshadow primer. I just didn't feel like getting up and going and getting my primer, so this is what I used, but it worked just fine. So now I'm just going to blend that out with my finger. And then the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use is the BH Cosmetics 26 color neutral eye and blush palette. I've had this palette forever. It's super inexpensive and they still have it. The packaging is a little bit more revamped, but it's still all the same. I'm going to use a fluffy brush and this kind of pinky muted nude shade, and I'm going to put that in the crease. I just want this in my crease because I want everything to blend pretty seamlessly. When you use a cream product and then go and put a powder over it, it might be a little bit hard to blend. So I'm going to take that kind of muted mauve pinky color, and I'm going to use this color like a halo and as a transition color. I'm going to use it on the outer corner and the inner corner, but what I'm going to do is kind of just in a U shape go through my crease with that color. Then with a shimmery kind of cranberry color, I'm going to take it a little bit lower than I did that last mauve color and also use it in a halo effect. I'm going to use it in the outer crease and the inner crease. Just be careful to not take it too high because shimmery colors aren't very flattering on the eyelid if they're taken up too far. Also be sure to keep the middle of your eyelid kind of clear how I'm doing because we're going to put a shadow there, and if you already have existing eyeshadow there, it's going to be hard for that color payoff to show up. Next, I'm going to use a smaller synthetic brush for this darker color. And what I'm going to do is the same thing that I've been doing with all the rest of the colors. I'm going to keep it on the outer corner and then slightly take it into the inner corner, but still leaving the center of that lid pretty clear. And then with that same brush, I'm gonna take this brown color and I'm gonna do the same exact thing, but I'm just packing that on top of all of the existing colors. The more colors that you use when you're trying to create kind of a gradient or a smoky eye or anything along those lines, the more colors that you use is gonna create more dimension, and it's going to look a little bit neater, if that makes sense. And then I'm doing the same thing with this kind of charcoal-y color. I just needed to deepen it a little bit more in that outer corner. And then I'm going to take with my finger the orange shades at the top. I end up using two different shades just because it ends up looking a little bit too dark and too close to the crease shade. But I'm going to use my finger to kind of pack on that orange shade in the center of my lid. Then with my NYC liquid liner, this one's my favorite because it dries matte, but I'm going to create a wing. Zendaya didn't have a whole lot of liner on, but I just like to use some liner to kind of conceal the band of my lashes. And then she had a slight wing, but it wasn't really intense, so that's what I'm going to kind of create on me. And then I'm putting on some mascara, and I popped on falsies off camera. Then I am using my Bare Minerals Well Rested powder underneath my eyes for a little bit of a highlight. Be careful of how much product you use when you're using this product, because this is technically a concealer. It even says on the container it's a concealer. So if you use too much on that under eye, it's going to look a little bit cakey. But I just like to use a nice fluffy synthetic soft brush. And then when you're using powders and concealers or anything underneath your eyes, you need to be very careful because the skin underneath your eyes is very sensitive. and you don't want to pull it because that causes wrinkles and that's not cute. And then I'm using this bronzing powder by MAC. It's in, I think it's called Refined Golden. And I'm just going to put this on all of the spots on my face that I want to warm up a little bit. I like to either do my bronzer before or after my contour, because if you just do contour, then it tends to look a little bit too muddy. So I like to kind of bronze it up with bronzer. Then with a synthetic angled brush, I'm going to use the contour palette by Kat Von D. This is the Shade and Light palette. I'm just putting this on the hollows of my cheeks that I need contoured and a little bit on my nose. I don't really pay attention too much to my nose contour because I don't like to contour my nose a whole lot, but I do like it for dimension's sake. And then I'm using this blush by MAC. It's called Peach Twist. I like to keep this blush on the outside of my face just because I don't really like my cheeks to be that full. And then I'm using one of my favorite highlighters by Laura Geller. It's called 24 Karat Glow. And this highlight just works so well with my skin tone, and it's seriously one of my favorites right now. Now that my under eyes are set, I am going to finish off the lower lash line. I'm going to tightline my eyes using a kind of a gel liner. I don't remember I think it's by Bella Pierre. And I'm just tightlining my eyes with that, making sure that I get that inner corner just so that you can kind of see the dimensions of your eye. Now I'm going to finish my lower lash line. I'm pretty much going to use all the colors that I used on the top lid. But first I'm going to use that Mauve color with a smaller brush. Using this first will just make it a lot easier to blend the rest of the eyeshadows out. And then using that cranberry color, I'm going to keep that on the outer part of my eyes just to enlarge them a little bit. Same thing with that charcoal color. And then I'm going to do my lips, and her lip color was very peachy mauve. I don't know how to explain it, but this lip combo was pretty much the same thing. I'm going to use Spice Lip Liner by MAC and outline my lips first. Then I'm going to use this lip liner by Rimmel and put this all over my lips. This lip liner, I believe, is in the color Natural. And then I'm going to use this matte lipstick by Milani called Innocence in the center of my lips. And then that would be the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this look. If you have any more celebrity inspired looks that you want me to do, just let me know. If you are not already subscribed, hit subscribe so you can see more videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one.